Hi, my name is Kristen Surrett. I am 35 years old. I weigh 560 pounds. I live... Why can't I do that? I can never be an actress. Okay. My name is Kristen Surrett. I am 35 years old. I weigh 560 pounds. I am 5'11", and I am from Spring, Texas. I would love to lose 330 pounds, 300 pounds, even at 200 pounds. I look great. I'm tall. I'm very fortunate. I get to carry it well. So I am the only heavy person in my family. I am an only child. My parents are very fit. They always have been. My mom and dad ate well and exercised all through my childhood and still to this day. I was very active as a teenager. I played sports. I lettered in volleyball, basketball, and softball my freshman year of high school. I went to a small school, so it wasn't a great feat, but nevertheless, I was athletic, and I rode horses competitively. Horses were my life. It was the one place I could go and escape the ridicule of the kids at school. Even though I was 170 pounds, I was still a big kid, and I still was made fun of. And the barn was someplace I could go and just be myself and be accepted by those I rode with, by my horse, and I could set goals and accomplish them and feel good about myself. So the barn and having my horse, they were a great escape for me as a child. I rode competitively all through high school. I rode from middle school through college. I competed through high school. I did some horse training in college, and of course I started riding when I was in middle school and elementary school actually too. I fell off my horse at a show my junior year of high school, and that was really the beginning of the end for me in a lot of ways. The doctors told me I slipped and herniated a disc. I pinched my sciatica, and that really was, the doctors told me I could no longer ride. I could no longer play sports. And that was my life. I had nothing else besides those two things, especially the horse. So I turned to food. I had always turned to food, even when I was thin. But I worked out so much that it didn't matter. I always worked off the calories. So I continued to gain weight. And I gained weight, and I gained weight, and I gained weight. And I ended up here 15 years later at 550 pounds. Along the way, I could see the fast food binges and the fried food binges and the things that have gotten me to this point. But there's been a lot of times where I have dieted and I have worked out, and it just gets so hard, and I sabotage it, and I don't know why. I hate my life. Everything I do is painful. Everything I do, it takes so much effort, and I don't have the energy. I'm carrying around 330 extra pounds. I'm carrying around an obese man or woman or whatever. My husband gets so frustrated with me because the laundry's never done and the kitchen's never cleaned, and I work too. I work too. You know, he's tired at the end of a long day, and he's not carrying around an obese individual on his back. So it gets very frustrating. It's a huge strain on our marriage. And I can't blame him. But I do. Being overweight has many challenges. Let me try that with some dry ice, so maybe you can... being overweight has many challenges. For me, being as heavy as I am, just getting out and going to the grocery store. The fear of ridicule, the pointing fingers, the laughing, the snickering. Do people not know that I see them laughing at me? I just want to strangle them. I want to shake them. I don't want to strangle them. No, sometimes I do. I just want to shake them and tell them, you know, I'm a good person. And you know, it wasn't long ago that I weighed exactly what you weigh. It can happen to you too. Because it happened to me and I don't know how. I mean, I do know how. Obviously, I ate a ton of food. But there's a disconnect. I'm so ready to get this off. I'm so ready to have my life back. Sometimes I wish I was never thin, because then I wouldn't know what I'm missing out on. But having known what it's like to live your life and to be able to go into a restaurant and not have to worry if the chairs have arms, or to be able to go to a friend's house and stay the night and not have to worry about if I'm going to break the bed, or be able to take a shower in her shower because I don't need a shower head that removes from a handheld shower head. You know, these are things that I have to worry about. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I'm stuck in my house. And I don't want to be one of those people that are cut out of their wall of their home. 20 years from now, 10 years from now is the rate I'm going. That's where I'll end up. I don't want that. It's so painful now to do anything, to go for a walk, to go to the grocery store, to get in my car, which I barely fit in anymore. It's so emotionally and physically painful. I'm worried that one of these days I'm just gonna give up. And I'm not a quitter. I don't give up. I'm eternally optimistic. And I know that there's a way out of this, but I need help. The way I see it, I have two choices. I can either beg you for help, beg you to help let me have this opportunity so that I can find the motivation and the inspiration I need to get my life back again, and hopefully give back in return to those that might see me and be inspired by my story. Or I can continue going the way I have been and keep trying and persevering on my own. But I've been constantly failing for so long, I'm afraid that if I take that route, I'll end up dead sometime very soon, and I don't want to die. Nobody deserves to feel like this. I don't care what you've done in your life. Nobody deserves to feel like this.